Welcome to the Insurrection. I'm Todd Allen, the author, podcaster, and creator of Insurrection, an original audio fiction series that the first season of Insurrection is currently available right now on Spotify as a podcast. So you should go check it out if you want to listen to the whole thing. The story revolves around the American citizens rise up. Imagine, just like it says. Spurred on by the actions of a secret paramilitary group, the citizens finally take the war to the deep state elites. And as the government cracks down, the people rise up and violence and chaos ensue. It's a lot of fun. Clearly, we've got some merch. A hat, a sweatshirt. Go to toddsworld.net. For all the merch, it has a link to the show on Spotify. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to release the first episode called The Beginning of the End in 5-minute video clip segments, basically. So I don't know exactly how many it'll take, along with this in this little introduction, maybe, 7, 8 5-minute video clips. And I'm going to release them basically all at once over the course of 12 or 24 hours, whatever. And you'll just be able to read through it and get a feel for what the first episode is. Now, if you want to keep listening, go to Spotify and listen. It's all right there. Let me tell you what, this is not Nancy Pelosi's ridiculous pretend insurrection where she had a bunch of FBI agents shooting and throwing smoke grenades and shooting Trump supporters and everything else. Where, the cops pull off the barricades and the people just walk in to the people's house, right? The people's house. And now you get to be in jail for 2 years without a trial. And they're going to withhold 40,000 hours of video evidence and everything else. So all that was a pretend made up ploy by the FBI for political prosecution. Just another nail in the coffin of a stolen election. This is not that. This is my pretend insurrection, and it's a way better story than that ridiculous old hag's pretend insurrection. All right? So, but I will say, this story is not necessarily for the faint of heart. It's a lot of fun. Okay? Listen to the first one. I should tell you up front, the first episode, the first maybe couple episodes aren't a ton of fun. You have to have an incident to spark an insurrection, and it would have to be something major. So I should tell you this, on Spotify we have a podcast that goes with the show. So on Mondays we release the episodes, and then on Wednesdays we have the ensemble companion podcast where Will, Carrie, and Lauren join me and we discuss that week's episode. I would highly suggest, if you listen to all these clips, you get to the end of the episode and you're a little depressed, you're a little whatever, because it's not the most fun, that you go listen to that podcast. It'll all start to make sense. But here's the deal. If you get to... we have to get a little bit of a setup for the people to start fighting back. So by the time you get to the 4th episode of the first season, it starts to get fun. If you're a mega Trump supporter, an American patriot, somebody who actually cares about the country and doesn't want to change it into some godforsaken socialist hellhole, then you will greatly enjoy this story. But you're going to feel like you got punched in the gut a little bit on the front end, just so you know. Because, obviously we feel like that anyway, but you know what I'm saying. It's got to be something pretty major, and it is. So, but it's a great story, great characters. I think you'll love it. Give it a shot. Listen to the segments as they come out. Let me know what you think. I hope that you guys love it. It's Insurrection on Spotify under Todd's World's the name of the podcast. TODDS World. And then toddsworld.net, you'll find a link to the show and all the merch, which the merch is amazing. So anyway, I hope that you love it. Thanks for joining me. Next video I drop will be the first part of the first episode of Insurrection. Thanks, guys. See ya.